Hi family, I hope everything is fine with you. I want to talk to you now about the sad issue of the so-called Osu caste system in Igboland. This wicked and evil practice is said to be more prominent in Imo, Anambra and Enugu states. I felt compelled to do this video after it came to my attention recently that this wicked and obnoxious practice is still going on in Igboland. So this video is aimed mostly but not exclusively for the Igbos. Now, Osu is said to have started very far back in the olden days when smaller deities or gods such as Amadioha, the god of thunder and lightning, Ofubu, and others needed servants to be dedicated to them. A person, usually a male, is then selected, and his finger or toe or ear is cut off, and the blood is sprinkled on the shrine or altar of this deity. This person is made to pledge to serve this deity forever, and this includes his future unborn generations. This person and his offsprings are considered as outcasts and are not allowed to mix or marry the freeborn. Their land and property are usually taken away and they are treated very badly in Igbo society, even worse than a second-class citizen. Bear in mind that the so-called Osu are not a different tribe or a different race. They are fully 100% Igbo people. And to be treated in this way by your own people is really sinful in every way. Some wealthy people are said to have become Osu during the transatlantic slave trade by sheltering in the shrine of the deities to avoid being captured and sold into slavery. These wealthy people were then known as the Untouchables, and so they were known as Osu. There are stories of traditional rulers telling a suitor who has come to marry someone in the village that you cannot marry him or her because he or she is Osu. Due to the so-called Osu issue, it is recorded that there is more mass exodus out of Igboland than during the Biafra War. Also, Osu issue have caused more suicide than any other cause of suicide in Igboland. Yet, this wicked, evil, and obnoxious practice is still going on to this day, and there is a blanket denial that this is happening. Many fear that people will die if this practice is abolished. Yet, nobody died in the areas of Igboland where this practice was abolished. Instead, those who took their land, property, and possessions returned it back to them. This indeed is a welcome response. There is a superstition, there is a superstitious belief in Igboland that if a freeborn marry an Osu, things will start to go bad. Well, just consider these statistics. Out of all the billionaires and millionaires in Igboland, from 50, 60, and some say up to 70% are those classified as Osu. Isn't this contradictory? Igbos are more divided than people think. This Osu issue amounts to segregation. Consequently, when those identified as Osu manage to leave Igboland, 98 to 99% of them marry other tribes or races of people and settle abroad. They don't want to settle in Igboland because they feel there is nothing for them in Igboland. Do you blame them? So, the resentment and anger are there and it's real. A nation cannot go forward or progress with this kind of division, anger, and resentment. As the saying goes, a house divided cannot stand. In a spiritual or religious term, Igbos are said to be the sons and daughters of God. Just look at the names of many Igbo people. Many contain Chi or Chukwu, such as Chioma, Chukwuemeka, Chika, Chukwunonye, and so on. These names are referring to God. If this is so, then we must ask ourselves why the Igbo nation is going through horrific suffering at the hands of other tribes, such as some would say those tribes in the north. Why is God, the father of the Igbos, not answering their prayers? Some commentators say that fathers are stricter to their own children than those who are not their children, and so the Igbos are suffering this fate. Some say that the only way out is for the Igbos to atone for their collective sins and abominations and repent and ask God for forgiveness so that the curse against them will be lifted. I have mentioned in some of my writings that there are different levels or stages of sins and abominations. It starts with the individual level, then followed by the group or community level, then followed by the country, the race of people, the continent, and the world. All these levels should be addressed if a person wants to advance spiritually in life. Now, Inri is the birthplace of Igbo nation, and Inri people have a way to make atonement to reverse abominations such as the Osu Issue and cleanse the land. I understand that this atonement have now been done. Having said this, however, there are still people in Igboland who have vowed that their children or relatives will never marry anyone regarded as Osu. Let me ask you a question if you think this way. Do you want to be the cause of the continued suffering of the whole of Igbo nation due to your selfish and misguided reasons? This may or it may not be true, but we have nothing to lose by eliminating this as the cause of suffering of the Igbo nation. I ask you this, is your need greater than the need of the whole of Igbo nation? Chobari echiche. Ngwano, anyị jikọtọnụ mee ya. This translates to think about it, let's come together and do it. If this video can change the mind of just one person, I would still consider it as worthwhile. Okay, my people, that's it for this video. If you like it, then subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment. If you haven't requested for your free copy of our monthly magazine, Good Alternative, then do so immediately and I will send it to you via email or WhatsApp or Messenger. Just let me know which one you prefer. Okay, as always, look after yourself. I will speak to you again soon and bye for now.